Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This side Priya Bhatia, and in this specific video, we will be discussing about one of the interesting topic with respect to AI. I hope that if you are already a viewer of my channel, you must have heard a lot many number of times about AI, data science, data analytics. We have had a great talk about all of these topics, right? But have you ever heard about AGI? This is something which is currently, I would say, in trend in the market. A lot of research is going on. There are companies like OpenAI, DeepMind. There are universities like IITs, MITs, Stanford, doing a heavy research on this specific domain of AGI. The full form of AGI is Artificial General Intelligence. What is this all about? How it is different from what we have discussed in a narrow AI, I would say, and is this good or bad? All these questions will be answered in this video. I have never touched upon this topic prior to this video, at least on my YouTube channel, but I myself is being associated with the project with respect to AGI, and internally I am doing a lot of research. So I will try to share my own thoughts with respect to AGI. What does that mean? Uh, Even though if you're not from this background of AI, still I think you should know what is happening in the current market, and like how this AI will impact the industries like education, industries like healthcare, industries like financial, and I think there are almost every sector where now this AI will come up. It will take a lot of time with respect to AGI, but definitely we should know what is the context behind that, what is the meaning of that, what is the research going on. So please make sure you will watch this video till the very end so that you will be able to understand the complete context. Sometimes I have seen there are a lot of audience of mine who used to watch till mid, and then they didn't get the context completely, and half knowledge is always dangerous. So please make sure you will watch till the very end. Also, please make sure that you will share this video with each and everyone, at least specifically for those people who are somehow linked with AI or want to gain knowledge about what is happening in the industry. Also, please make sure that you will hit like button, subscribe to my channel. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort to create these kind of videos. With this, let's get started. So if you will try to refer the definition of AGI in simple Wikipedia, if you will search that, you will see that it's artificial general intelligence. It's a type of AI that matches or surpasses human cognitive capabilities across a wide range of cognitive tasks. This contrasts with narrow AI, which is limited to specific tasks. What is narrow AI? It's a weak artificial intelligence that implements a limited part of the mind or focused on a narrow task. I think uh, till so far we were working with this narrow AI where we have an data set. We are training our model with respect to one specific task and getting the predictions done. But this is something different, and this is where actually the interesting thing happens. So let me try to copy this definition and we will try to explore more about the same, right? Uh, Quite interesting session, I would say. Just listen it very carefully what I'm trying to convey over here. Okay. So AGI, artificial general intelligence, right? Artificial general intelligence. So basically, what we want here in this specific field, in this specific domain, in this specific research, we want this human capabilities. Just like the way I would say, as a human being, we think, we have emotions, we will be able to take decisions based on historical data, we will be having the ability to learn from our past experiences. What we want is that kind of a machine which will be able to do these kind of stuffs, right? A machine which is having, I would say, abstract thinking, a machine which is having, I would say, a common sense, just like human beings do have. A machine which is having some sort of background knowledge so that it will be able to give us informed decisions. A machine which is basically adapt capabilities of transfer learning, right? For example, I know something, I have my YouTube channel, and I'm transferring my learning to you guys. Similar kind of thing, if machine will be able to do or will be able to learn from each other, that is where the concept of transfer learning comes into picture. Basically, a machine which is having the ability to understand, I would say, the cause and effect of what it is doing. So if a machine is having these kind of features, the features which any human being does have, then we can say that it is a artificial general intelligence. Now, this is the simple definition, but by looking into this seems great, right? If we will be able to create these kind of stuffs, you might be thinking that there are many good things which can happen. If I will talk about few applications for the same, before I will jump towards the challenges, the applications would be, maybe you will see, see, after some point of time, these things will happen, that is for sure. Now, how much time will it take? No one knows. Some studies are saying that by 2030, we will be able to have these kind of, machines available with us. Some research says that it will be done by 2060s, or it will take a lot of decades as well. So we don't know how much time will it take, but currently I would say a lot of companies are working on this. Now, as per the applications, the very first application is in healthcare domain. We will be having, I would say, the kind of robots, just like the doctors, which will be able to assist, diagnose the patient very carefully, and it will be able to suggest that what kind of treatments you should take, what kind of medicines you can take, basically, to fix that issue, whatever you have in your, as per your health part. Apart from this, it might be the case that surgeries can also be done. Obviously, everything will be assisted by the doctors, actual doctors. It's not that doctors will be completely replaced, but things will become more easier after this AGI thing will come up. Similarly, in financial sectors, in finance, with respect to trading, with respect to taking the informed decisions, with respect to working on which specific sector, which specific mutual fund any investor should invest. I think because the machines have a lot of data, background knowledge, will be able to understand the historical data, I would say much, much powerful as comparable to human being as well, because our brain has limited, power to retain the stuffs. But when we're talking about machines, it works on depending upon how much bigger the size of the machine is. Yes, it requires a lot of computational power, but if we will be able to create and spend that much money on that specific machine, it will be able to give us best results, right? Even I would say best results as comparable to human beings as well, if we will be able to deliver the quality data to the machines, right? Apart from this, you will be able to observe whatever be the risk factors we have in financial sectors. My machines will be able to tell me prior itself that, okay, if you are investing over here, these are the risk factors which are linked, so please do it carefully. Similarly, in education sector also, I think there are lot many companies, there are lot many I would say universities which are working over education sector, where in future you will observe that you will be having customized plans as per the trainers who are learning, as per their learning capabilities, as per the way of learning. They can have their customized mentors also, who are not the actual human beings, but the machines are explaining in such a way that maybe there is no need of actual mentor who can guide you, who can teach you, because whatever be the problems you will share, they will be able to guide you in that direction, right? It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, that is for sure. Apart from this, you can have a customized feedback. So whatever be the feedbacks you are sharing in the education sector, accordingly things are getting changed for you. There will be a customized plan specifically for you to ease your learning process in a smoother manner. After that, again, a lot much we can do in the space sector, in the research sector. Whatever be the research is happening in ISRO, NASA, right? Detection of a potential threats. There are multiple things in the army, in the space sector, in the education sector, in the financial sector, in the healthcare sector, in which this AGI will definitely be really helpful. Till so far, when we're talking about this narrow AI, we were working on one data set, and we are saying to the machine that you can do only single task for me. But now we are working on that kind of a machine which will be able to do all the tasks just like a human being, as per their background knowledge, as per their common sense, as per their skill set which via which they have been trained on. So that is the whole idea about this AGI, but everything comes with its own challenges. So what are the challenges that we have while doing this creation of this AGI part? What are the challenges currently the researchers are facing, the companies are facing? The very first challenge is obviously the computational cost, and the computational power also required is quite huge. Although companies are working to create a super powerful GPUs and TPUs, but still it takes weeks to do the training of the model because the dataset is quite huge. And second challenge, which is a major challenge, is lack of diversified, I would say, training data. Diversified training data, because if the data is not of quality manner, definitely the results that we will be able to capture will not be of that quality which we want. So in this case, researchers are currently working with maybe GANs, you can say, which is basically used to generate the synthetic data, the kind of data which seems actual but it's not the actual one, and they are training on top of that to get the results done. But still there are a lot many things which is going on in the back end. I'm just giving you a brief context behind the scene. Now, if let's say in future I want to enter into this world of AGI, in future if I, let's say, want to enter into this research part of AGI, what kind of skill set I required, right? Because this is something which I think will be the future as well. Lot many companies will hire people specifically for this specific project. So the very first thing I would say is machine learning, because a lot much advancement is going on still in the machine learning algorithms. They're trying to make these algorithms much more powerful. Second thing is the neural networks. Specifically, I would say the convolutional neural networks, CNN. For those people who are not aware, it's completely okay. With respect to machine learning, you can refer, there is my own course is available at Tech for All with Priya. You can refer that course. It's a full-fledged end-to-end course. This neural network thing, definitely it will come up on my website very soon. Next year, obviously not this year. The next upcoming thing is the transfer learning. You should be good with the concepts of transfer learning, how basically within the models the transfer learning concepts works, what kind of architectures do we have, everything you should know internally. The fourth important thing, which is very, very important in the world of AGI, is reinforcement learning. Meaning, depending upon the environment, my model will be able to learn. It will be able to get a reward if the training is or the observation is correct, or it will be able to get the penalty if it is going wrong. So it's a very interesting concept, and I would say maximum time nowadays I'm spending over this specific portion only, reinforcement learning. Very, very important. You can just go and explore if you are not aware of this. Or maybe you can let me know in the comment section if you want me to create a separate video of reinforcement learning and how will it be done to train the models that we have. After this, unsupervised learning, I think this is a part of a machine learning. So again, if you're not aware about these concepts, you can refer my course. I have explained everything in a lot more detail. Unsupervised learning, right? Next thing where the researchers are working on is the concepts of explainability and interpretability. This is a very interesting concept, specifically in the domain of, I would say, healthcare. It is very, very much required. For example, if let's say my machine is saying that this person is having a cancer, so I cannot rely on the decision which my model is giving because it's just a machine at the end of the day. What I want is that, can you give me the cells description? Can you give me the actual colorful cell where you are locating that this is a cancerous cell, so that doctors can analyze this observation, and then at the end of the day those doctors will say that whether these results are correct or not. So these two things are very, very important, which basically helps my model to justify, to validate that whether the results are correct or not. That is the overall idea. And definitely a lot of work should be or currently is going on in terms of data efficiency part as well, because as I told you, if the data is not efficient, at the end of the day, if it's not in a quality manner, you will not able to get the great results as well. So this is the overall idea behind I would say current domains or the skill sets which is required if you want to enter into the world of AGI, if you want to devote your time in terms of doing the great projects with respect to AGI. This is the overall idea about today's video. I have given you a brief context with respect to how it is different from artificial intelligence, narrow, I would say, artificial intelligence, where we are in the previous discussions on my YouTube channel have some data, we are training via some model to do one specific task. This is completely a different concept today that I have discussed over here. And I hope that maybe many people might be aware of. You can let me know. One question which is for all the viewers who have watched this video. What do you think? Now this question is for you all. What do you think, that is this something which is really great? If yes, how you see that why it is really great concept? Or do you think that there is a threat if this thing will happen? Again, why you feel? What are the ethical considerations that we need to take care of when anyone is creating these kind of models, these kind of machines like artificial general intelligence? What are the ethical considerations which we need to take care of so that things won't go in a negative direction? It will impact us positively in our life, not negatively. I'm looking forward with respect to your questions, with respect to the answer of this question which I have asked. Let's see like how much you have understood my point of artificial general intelligence, and with respect to which specific domain you feel that it is really great, it's superb, and with respect to which specific domain you can consider that it's a quite dangerous situation, so we need to take care of that specific aspect. So let's see how many of you will be able to give me the response for this specific point. With this, let's end today's video. I will see you all in the upcoming video. I hope that you really liked it and you have learned something from this specific concept. Bye bye everyone, and see ya.